Got a little something for ya. So yeah, these are all the video games that I've played on stream. There might be more. I'm not entirely sure. I did my best to look and see which ones like I have and haven't played. And I tried the best of my ability to remember all of them. There might be one or two missing. So if you remember a game that I played and you're like, hey, that's not in here, I'm like, my bad. It's not on purpose. I'm just literally, dumb. So, okay, well, I guess, and these are in alphabetical order too, so, which is kind of funny because one of the final ones is, that'll be interesting to see where that goes. All right, well, Apex Legends, chat. I know the game is shit, but I enjoy. It's in my top 5 video games of all time, just for the movement and the gunplay. I don't think there's a doubt about it. In my opinion, I truly do love Apex Legends, even when it is being total dog shit. So. Thought for a second my video changed to a different soundtrack. Hang on, what about this one? Let me do this one. An ad! God damn it! An ad! Stop giving me ads! Are you gonna give me an ad in the middle of this? It's gonna be annoying. I would just like to watch the video, please. I need to install Spotify, actually, is what I need to do. I haven't installed Spotify on this new computer yet. Alright. That's chill. If Control isn't an S, we riot. Oh, don't you worry. Alan Wake, that's gonna be an A. I enjoyed Alan Wake very much. It's just, I'm a Remedy freak. I'm an absolute Remedy freak. Like, we all know this. So, I love Remedy so much. Like, I will eat up literally anything that they do. Arena Breakout Infinite. The sort of Tarkov Jr., as it were. I enjoy it. It's not, like, my absolute favorite. But it has a lot of cool quality of life features that Tarkov doesn't have. It's a little clunkier than Tarkov, in my opinion. But it's not a bad game. It's a solid game. It'd be like lower B, higher C tier for me. Oh wait, actually, hang on. Should I add another category? How do I do this? Add a row below? Yeah. Let's do E. Let's do like gray or something. There we go. All right. Yeah, I would give it. This would be like lower B. Actually, no, let's do high C. I might change my opinion on that later. Assassin's Creed. Trying to like rate the game based not off of the issues I had. This is not the game's fault itself. It's Ubisoft's problem. I had fun with the game when I wasn't having to deal with all that bullshit. So I will say it was a fun game. It was like a solid game. Like I was having a good time when I wasn't having to deal with like the port issues that the PC version has. And still need to finish, which I might try to do later tonight. Once I get off stream. But you know, I was having a good time. I would put that like a B. I would put that at like a B. BioShock. We did that one way back in the day, didn't we? That was like, was that when I moved here? It might have been. But that's a solid game. That's a solid game. I had a good time with that. I would put that above an Assassin's Creed. Dead by Daylight, I'm gonna get shit for this because I know there's a lot of people in the Dead by Daylight community, you know, that either I know or people that I play with. It's like a C, D kind of quality for me. I don't have a desire to play this game that often, and I'm gonna be honest. Trying to figure out blood points is, I'm too dumb for that. I'll admit it. I'm too dumb for this. Figuring out blood points and like I'm just literally picking shit randomly. I don't even know what the fuck this does. So, I'd give a DVD at this point a C or a D. A couple years ago, I'd even given it an F. Fair. Dead Cells. We haven't played Dead Cells in a while. But Dead Cells is a fun time. I like Dead Cells. I think it's like an A level. I need to go back and play some more of that, or just play that like game randomly when I have like nothing to do. Or like, you know, I have no edits to finish. Deadlock. Okay, I'm not a big MOBA person. I'm not a huge MOBA person. Not a League of Legends. I mean, I was a League of Legends player back in the day. It's coming from someone who had and scene. It's coming from someone who had like 800 plus hours in Around Time, Ghostface, and Michael in. Gotcha. That's fair. That seems like a, you know, reasonable time to be able to formulate that kind of a, you know, opinion. I'm not a MOBA player. I like the fact that it is an FPS, but there was some pretty cool stuff in there. I'm not really like the MOBA aspect, I think, kind of keeps me out of it a little bit. D for Deadlock. Lol. Dying Light. This is the first Dying Light, by the way, not the second or the third. Or I think, was there more than one? Or more than three? I don't think so. I know the third one just came out. And I've yet to play the second one, but this is the first one. This is just based on the first one. I had a really good time. With Dying Light, I think I would be interested to see how it plays on this computer, actually. But it was a pretty fun time. I would put that like a high B. Fall Guys. I mean, you know, it's Fall Guys. It's a fun time. It gets very repetitive very quickly, but it is like a very fun, like, kind of like bring it out when you're like, you know, you want to play with like community, or you want to like, you know, like have like a fun time just doing something to hang out with. It's not the, you know, the replay value is there, but like it's also kind of just like I can just do without it. It's a fun game. The C isn't like negative to it. It's just like it's one of those games. You know what I mean? Final Fantasy VII, the one I didn't finish. It's a phenomenal game. Fantastic game. Obviously, you know, a legend of a game for a reason. I'd put that in A tier for sure. Hades 2. We're not that far into Hades 2. How much time do I have on Hades 2? 18 hours. So this is like an opinion that hasn't fully been formed yet. So just keep that in mind. I am an absolute diehard Hades 1 fan. Absolutely loved it. It was my game of the year when it came out. Hades 2, I feel like, is potentially up there. I love all the aspects of Hades. I would actually put this above Final Fantasy. Well, maybe, put it just below. Right now, based on 20 hours. That's where I put it. It might... I've heard a lot of people talk about Hades 2 and say it's like a masterpiece or whatever. I might formulate that opinion as well. Actually, you know what? Here, let me... I think I would do this instead. I think I would put Dead Cells down a little bit more. Yeah, I think that would be around... That'd be approximate, I think. Cyberpunk 2077. Chat. We all know that I got to play the game when it first hit the big patch that fixed like 75% of everything, 80% of everything. I was a tremendously huge fan, even when people were constantly shitting on it. I think the game is phenomenal. I think it's a fantastic game. That is like an all-timer game, in my opinion. And frankly, I really do want to play the game again, because I want to play Phantom Liberty at some point. because I still haven't played the DLC yet. But I would easily put Cyberpunk 2077 in the S tier. I think it's an outstanding, like very immersive, very great fun game, and like just the amount of mods you can do and like all this other crazy shit. Cyberpunk is easily an all-timer for me. Phantom Liberty is great. Yeah, I need to play it. I need to play it. I wonder if I do like another on-stream playthrough of it, to be honest. Because I think that'd be kind of fun, especially on the new computer. I bet the new computer would play it like chef's kiss. Halo, just a you know, it's a legend of a game for a reason. It's not my favorite all-time game. I have played the multiplayer quite a bit. I would probably put Halo. Like, it's not my favorite shooter of all time, but it's up there. It's a good time. I give it its respect for sure. But in terms of my favorites, I think this would be like a B tier. Obviously, legendary story, fantastic. I have yet to play Halo 3. This is based off Halo 1 and 2, and the fact that I've spent more time in multiplayer than I have ever than the campaigns. So, that's where I would put it for right now. It's solid game, like an absolutely great game, and stuff. So, but it is where it is. Oh, the Mass Effects are out of order. Lol. I don't know why they're out of order, but Mass Effect 3. I have interesting opinions on this. Mass Effect 3 was ambitious, and it swung for the fences, and it did some interesting stuff. Was it always successful? No. But I do respect it for doing a bit of different stuff in 3. I think what the aspect that I tried to like give it was that it was like more cinematic in 3. And we'll get to 2 at some point. But I think Mass Effect 3 doesn't get as much credit as it deserves. But I actually really liked 3. So I would put like 3 like A tier. Maybe like back end A tier. LA Noire is just a good time. I love detective noir stuff, and I thought it was like a really good solid story. This is an absolutely like you'll have a good time trying to solve stuff, and like and I would always get things wrong a lot of the times too, but it's a fun like whodunit kind of a thing. I would put like high B tier, maybe even close to A tier, in my opinion. It's close. It's close. It's like it rides the line for me. So I don't know. Well, we could get down the line and maybe I move it again. Maybe. Marvel Rivals. We all know I have a love-hate relationship with this game. Getting better at it, though. Getting better at it. I haven't really hated it or like had like a crash out at Marvel Rivals in a hot minute. Which I will say is maybe, maybe I've settled into the game now. Now that I'm an Adam main, by the way. It's better than it was before. However, as a multiplayer game, I cannot forgive it for its rage-baiting queue system. Its engagement matchmaking, or whatever the fuck it's called. That puts it down for me, like, quite a bit. I will say, I feel like I've played better recently, and maybe they've tweaked some of it. Because I don't feel like I'm stumbling into as many, like, Smurfs and other shit like that lately. But it is still, like, it's beginning trials for me. It's a great game with its queue system that is massively fucked. I would put Marvel Rivals at like maybe below like Halo. I think it would be higher in my opinion if they just were like if they tweaked that matchmaking system quite a bit. So yeah, I would put it like lower a little bit there. Limbo. that is a fun game. That is a game that truly makes me feel like I am the dumbest human being on planet Earth, because the puzzles require you to not be an ADHD freak, but it's a good time. The some of the resolution stuff could have been a little bit more clear, maybe, but it's not. This game doesn't spell it out for you, and you get to like kind of think about it a little bit more. So points. It does get points for that. I would put it like back of B tier, maybe. It was definitely like I love the atmosphere and I like the puzzles. Like it was like an interesting time. There was definitely some points though where I had to like look shit up because I was just like, I'm just too fucking stupid for this. Mass Effect 1. Obvious respect for what started it all. It's a great game. Mass Effect 1, just it's absolutely solid time. I don't know what more could be said about it. It was like definitely like the good beginning stage of everything, like the perfect like spring pad from which it started. Yeah, it's just a good game. Digimon Cyber Sleuth. This is only my opinion on the first one. This does not include what's the, I don't know what the sequel's called. It was like Hacker's Memory or something like that. Or Hacker something. What is it? Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Hacker's Memory. That's what it was. Okay. Have not played that yet. I would like to at some point. That'll probably be an offline game maybe for me. Because I still got to finish up all these other games that I'm fucking playing offline, like Clair Obscur and Octopath Traveler. Clair Obscur, I'm like, kind of like, I'm sure it's a great game. I kind of don't care if I don't play it again. That's not to say that the game, that's anything against the game itself. It's just like one of those things where like, like maybe I'll just watch somebody else play it. But I am, like I said, I'm halfway through the game, I think. And maybe I'll start playing again tomorrow or something, or like this coming week. I have jury duty, the start of November, by the way. So if I do get jury duty, guess what? I'll probably be playing that when I get home. So, maybe I'll beat it in the first week of November. Yeah, what's up, Highland? Yeah, gross. Yeah, I'm fantastically thrilled that I get to do my civil service. Hopefully I don't get called, though. Please don't fucking call me. I don't want to. I have to go fucking downtown, and I don't have a car, and that means I have to get on the fucking bus at like 6:30 in the morning or 7 in the morning. Like, I don't want to fucking do that. Why the fuck would I want to do that? And then I have to like mask up and like, I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna get sick doing this shit. I'm gonna tell them right away. Anyway, Digimon Cyber Sleuth. That's a fun time. I enjoyed playing that game. It is, I wouldn't say it's like a, it's not a perfect game by any means. There is also some like random shit where like not everything was like voice lined or everything or something. I remember some like other technical issues that I was like, this seems weird. Also, very randomly horny game. Not that that's against the game, but just some very random shit in that game sometimes. But I did enjoy it. I would put that like a back of actually I would put that above Assassin's Creed, maybe even BioShock actually. I would put that like a B, mid B. Mecha Break. This is a game, what I would say, is like the only game that has made me feel like the Gundam game that I wanted versus all these other games that have come out. Like the Gundam games that have come out have been pretty shit in my opinion. Mecha Break is like the closer thing, one of the closest things I think in my opinion for like the dogfighting and like a lot of this other stuff, which is fucking sick. I really do enjoy. I haven't gotten like a major amount of time on Mecha Break, but this is easily like this is the Gundam game framework with which I would like to see a phenomenal Gundam game made out of. Is what I'm trying to say there. So I would put that above it doesn't have like a lot of like bells and whistles and a lot of other cool shit. I would like to see like a more involved like campaign story maybe. So it's like a little bit lower on the scale for me, just for a little bit. But it is a good time. Like I enjoy playing the game. I would put that like maybe like a step or two above like BioShock. Yeah, I'd probably put it around there. Good mobile games, console and PC games have been rough. Yeah, there's just like nothing. I need to play Armored Core 6 because I've heard a lot of people say that they like it kind of makes them think of Gundam at the same time. So, but I also know that's a From Software game, and I know that I would probably end up screaming my head off at some point because that game would probably make me rage. But yeah. Diablo 4, I had a good time. Oh, you know what I didn't include in? Did I include it in this? I think I might have forgotten it. Shit. I don't think I included PoE 2 in this. I just realized. I had another one and put Apex in F. Celestial. What's up, dude? I just realized I didn't put PoE 2 in this. Oops, I knew I forgot one. God damn it. Diablo 4, I had fun. I know it's not like the greatest game in the world, but I will say I had like fun with the story. Like I had fun just doing stuff in the game. So I definitely enjoyed like where I, you know, from what I got out of it. I think I got the game for free. But I you know, not that would influence my opinion, but no Diablo 4, not Apex, but Hell, what? Not, throw Diablo 4 in F. Okay, yeah. That, I had to reread that sentence like 3 times. But hell, throw Apex in F. Diablo 4, I mean, I had fun for what it was. I wouldn't say it was like super memorable. It's like a lower B, like upper C kind of thing for me. Like I had a good time for like everything that I played, I think. I'd put it like C, high C. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I enjoyed the campaigns. The, you know, multiplayer is whatever. I'm not really a Call of Duty person. So my opinion's probably null and void on this. But Modern Warfare 2, enjoyed the campaign for what it was. Multiplayer is like whatever. So it's gonna be like a C level for me. Overwatch. This is the game that got me back into video games. And really made me love playing video games again. Massive respect for Overwatch for that. I would probably like throw it. You know, this game led me to go back into, you know, helped me to launch into Apex, a game I enjoy much more than I do Overwatch. But I had a good time with Overwatch for what it was. I'd probably put it like. I think I have to put it in A tier just for like that. I think I'd put it like around here. I gotta give the game respect where it is. Not Overwatch 2. Just normal Overwatch. I've played some Overwatch 2, not a lot. So this is just Overwatch. With respect to that. Mega Man X. All right, we all know that I have not finished this game yet. I will get back to it at some point. But it's good. I have a hard time with some of the stuff that's in that game. It's not anything against that game. You know, the game is full of cool stuff. I think I'm just having like a little bit of hard time. Maybe I'm just old. I don't know. But I will say like the game is cool. I like the stuff that's in it. But I'm just bad at it. So I'd probably put it like back. It'd probably be like limbo territory in my opinion. Persona 5 Royal. Solid game. Solid game. That's a high level. That's a high level. I think I put that maybe. I think I put that maybe around Final Fantasy territory, in my opinion. That's a good time. I mean, I played that game for 140 hours, chat, and I like never was like, this game is repetitive. I need this game to be over with. Although maybe at one point I probably said that, but that's but like this game felt smooth, and I gotta give it the respect that it deserves. Maybe I even put it like above Hades actually, but it's just a cool game. It's just a solid game. Like this, some of the story writing is really good. It's just a fucking good game, man. Persona 5 Royal is just absolutely solid. Even though I didn't like actually do like the Royal stuff in it, you know, I still had a phenomenal time playing that game. And I'll probably end up playing New Game Plus on my PC that's connected to my computer at some point. And just play it on the couch. Red Dead Redemption 2. Absolutely solid game. Scally got me into this game, and I had a fantastic time playing Cowboy. I had an absolutely fantastic time playing Cowboy. I will tell you that much. I would put that's like a solid up, like super up there game. I think I would put that like right around here somewhere. I think maybe like a little bit above Mass Effect maybe. Yeah, that's just a good game. That's just a good game. Chat. Signalis. What can I say? Signalis, also a game that has made me feel very, very stupid and very dumb, because it's puzzle solving, sometimes required you to like use your brain quite a bit. But I think this is a 10 out of 10 game, like an 11 out of 10 game. I have never, a lot of games I will not watch like video essays on. I watched 6+ hours, like 7 hours, 8 hours of like video essays about Signalis. This is a S tier level game in my opinion. This is in my top 10 video games of all time. I think Signalis is an absolutely, like just the layers of complexity and like meaning and like the amount of like imagery and stuff that's references back to like the Soviet Union or you know, Germany, like just like all the stuff about war and like not like dictator, like, you know, authoritarianism and like all this other like stuff, just like the layers of all of that stuff is like insane. I highly recommend people seek out Signalis and play it. It's a top-down horror shooter. It's like got like pixelated like anime-ish kind of like vibes, and it's like it's kind of creepy, and it's like, I don't know, it's just got like that perfect like existential dread vibe, and the music is fantastic. Signalis is an easy S tier for me, in my opinion. Ow, that hurt. So if you have not seen Signalis, please absolutely seek out Signalis. Quantum Break. Again, another Remedy game. Fucking love myself some Remedy. I think I enjoyed Quantum Break a bit more than Alan Wake. That's an A level. I'm a Remedy freak. Absolutely will eat up anything that Remedy puts out. And I think that Quantum Break was a fucking fantastic good time. It's very short. It's actually a very short game, and I like time travel stuff, so I'm a huge sucker for that. And it's got what's his face, Aidan Gillen. Aidan Gillen, is that who it is? I think it's Aidan Gillen, and I'm a big fan of his. So Quantum Break, good time. TCG Card Shop Simulator. Oh, by the way. I'll make a little tiny thing where I want to put PoE 2 on later at the end. So just a reminder to, if someone can remind me later if I don't remember it myself, to make a thing for PoE 2. But I think if I try to like reset this, it might like reset everything, and I don't want to like do that now that I've already got this going. So I don't. But at some point we'll I'll mention where I put PoE 2. TCG Card Shop Simulator. This is a fun game. I could just get lost in this game for an endless amount of time and just like keep playing it, you know, like randomly at night. It's a fun game when I'm like I got nothing to do, and maybe I don't want to play anything else. So that's like a good B level like kind of thing where I could just like sit back and like be mindless. So I think that to me gets like a little bit more enjoyment out of it than some of these other games. I'd probably put it like a little bit. Probably put it like around here somewhere. Maybe that one might be off by a little bit, but I'd put it like up here. TCG Card Shop Sim is that's just fun. That's just fun. Among Us, that's a solid game, but it lost its replay value pretty quick, especially because you just need people to play the game. That's like a C. That's like, you know, that's like, I put it like a little bit below some of these other ones. You know, the game is what it is. If you can get people to play it, but otherwise it's like that. I'm pretty sure that game, I have not played that game in like years at this point. Escape from Tarkov. The Dark Souls of shooters, as it is sometimes called. Among Us is fantastic. Some of the most fun I've ever had in lockdown. Oh, I'll give it credit for what it, you know, for helping us get out of some of that for sure. But like it lost its replay value pretty quickly in my opinion. And I have not played the updated version, like when they did all the graphics improvements and all that shit. So maybe opinion would change at some point, but you know, it's like, again, this is not to say that like C level games are like bad. It's just like I had fun. It's a good time. And like it definitely like was fun to like backstab people. So, you know, I wouldn't say that the game was like bad, but you know, losing its replay value I think is what puts it in C tier for me. I agree, if no one's playing it's pretty pointless. Yeah. Escape from Tarkov. I mean, like, I don't know, for some reason I keep coming back to this game, even though I'm, you know, bad at it. But now that I have a new computer, you can watch me be bad in HD. So that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to like get back into that PvP wise, and actually graphically for PvE as well. But yeah, I have a good time with Escape from Tarkov. It's got its bugs, but it's also one of the best. It's one of the best shooters and extraction shooters, obviously, that exists on the planet right now. You know, it's apex in that regard. And I watch a lot of Tarkov when I'm not, you know, playing it myself or streaming it. I watch a lot of Hexloom, I watch a lot of Abney Dude, I watch a lot of like Lettuce Sucks when those guys are on. So I watch you know, Pestily. I watch a lot of people like when I'm like its watchability is insane, and it's like even though I'm, you know, worse at the game, and you know, I'm a below average Tarkov player, I still like playing the game. I like learning. The learning curve, and this is like the one thing that I like to talk about a lot. The learning curve for Tarkov kind of seems endless. There's a lot of things to constantly keep learning about the game, and I think that's cool. It's got like a forever learning curve almost, to keep remembering things. Obviously, you know, I also probably have ADHD, so I forget shit all the time in Tarkov, and like, you know, I forget and I haven't played a lot of these other maps, so like I'm still learning the game. I'm still learning the game, and I'm having a good time. So you know, once my brain fully grasps, you know, the rest of it, maybe my opinion might change a little bit more. But I would put like it. I don't know if it's quite S tier for me, but it's pretty high up there. It's like a close like A or S. I mean, maybe I'll change my opinion on that and put it in S later. But Stray. That's a fun one. That one I feel like could have had maybe a little bit more juice to it, but I think I had a good time playing it. Like its world could have been a little bit more explained, but I think Stray was like a fun time. I would put that like around like a Dying Light, probably below some of these other games. Probably below like that. I'd put Stray like a lower B, like a lower B for me. And plus it's got a cat, you know. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That one I did not really get into. With respect to everybody else that plays in that game, that was not really my jam. You know, for asymmetrical horror. Oh god damn it! I just realized I forgot another one. Did I? Hold on. I think I forgot another one. Oh, did I not grab it? I thought I did. Am I dumb? I don't see it. It might not be in here. Okay, now I have two games that I've forgotten. Speaking of asymmetrical horror. I thought I grabbed the image for it. Do I not have it? Did I, like... Hold on. No, wait, I do have it. What the fuck? Did it not grab it? Am I going crazy? It's literally right here. Evil Dead the game. Okay, for some reason, maybe I grabbed too... Oh, you know what? I probably grabbed too many. Maybe it can't do over, like, 60 images or 50 images or something. Interesting. Oops. Yeah, I was, like, sitting there, and I'm like, I have the image. I thought I grabbed the image, and I was like, why is it not in here? Yeah, Evil Dead the game. Evil Dead the game is not in here for some reason. Yeah, that's correct. Oof, damn. Okay. It looks like some games might not get in here, chat. Oops. I did not realize that there was a limit to this. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Did it even grab Hades 1? Well, this is scuffed. All right. Oops. Well, tier list over, chat. No, I'm kidding. We'll do the rest of this, but there'll have to be caveats because... Oh, there's Hades. What about Evil Dead the game? Whatever. All right. Anyway, moving on. I'll have to... Okay, so Evil Dead the game and PoE 2. So those are the ones. The finals. This is a fun game. This is a very fun shooter. I would actually... Like, the movement is actually pretty fun and sick. The meta got super annoying at the beginning when the game came out. So that definitely put me off the game for a while. But I kind of want to get back into it. I definitely want to play it again now. It's actually installed on my computer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I have the finals installed now. So I definitely want to take a crack at that at some point. So the finals, I think the finals is a fun ass shooter. Like that is just a fun time. Like that. This might get me some shit, but I think I would put like the finals like almost even above some of these other ones. Like it's just like a fun. I'd actually maybe put it up there. Put that up there. I'd be interested to discover like what I would think about it now, playing it on like a computer that could actually play the game. Because I was trying to play that game on my computer, and I'm pretty sure I was getting like roughly the same shit that I was getting on like Helldivers and like a bunch of. I think I was getting like 15 to 30 frames if I'm being like realistic. And it was like when I tried to play that game before like I got this new computer, it was literally just like chunking the game. I wasn't even streaming the game. I just couldn't even play the game. And so it'll be interesting to see where like if I hold that opinion down the line, but I would put the finals in like high B. Vampire, I greatly enjoyed that game. Some of the fights kind of pissed me off a little bit, but I think like the lore in that game is pretty fucking sick. You know, it was like very interesting to use like the flu of 1918 or whatever as like a backbone for, or like a disease outbreak for like the vampire story. And just like the lore and like the power-ups and like all this, like I thought it was a pretty cool game. I really enjoyed that game. I'd put like that like a high B. Halo 2, with its fucking sick-ass theme, probably would put that like around here. I'd probably put it around the same. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, also RIP Evil Dead the game, yeah. I hoped you'd bury deep. Okay, if I can, real quick. Not Dead by Daylight. Evil Dead the game. I had a great time on that game. I wasn't like a absolute genius at that game, but every time I played that game, I was just having fun. I think I would have put that in like maybe A tier, maybe like high B tier or like lower level A tier, maybe something like that. I had a fantastic there's my Evil Dead posting. I would put it probably like high B. I'd probably put it high B realistically. That is just a fun time. I had a great time with that game. Every time I played it. I think it's still technically the servers still exist for it, but I don't know, maybe we try it again at some point. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Part 2, by the way. Fantastic game, however, I don't like that the beginning of the game is like it treats you like you're dumb. I thought that was a weird misstep for them. I don't like that it does that in the beginning of that game. It's still a great game. Like the ending is like phenomenal. But like the beginning of the game, and there's like, this was like nothing against the game like itself, but like the PC port had some issues, I think, if I remember correctly. But it's still that's a great game. That's a good game. It's a decent sequel. And if they had done some things differently with like, I think not some of the inventory or something like that. I remember there being like some other issue with the game, or like it tried to re-explain things too many times. Like there was like some weird technical aspects that were like, I don't understand why they did this. But the story itself is good. The story itself is very good. I would put that like here, like high A tier. Deadlink. Deadlink is a game that I didn't really get a lot into, but Deadlink is a game that was like a roguelite shooter that was super fun and like ADD, like ADHD, like just like turn your mind off and just go crazy and bounce around and do like a bunch of cool shit. I don't think this is a game that got a lot of like hype or like fanfare. I do want to play this game again. But I remember having a fantastic time actually playing this. And I think I would put it like, not quite. I think I put it like high B. I think I put it like a super high B. I do want to play that game again though at some point. Helldivers 2. That's a fun time. That is a silly ass fun time. That's gonna be like a lower A for me. And by the way, I'm gonna try and see if I can play that later today after we do this, if my wrist isn't fully killing me. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna put Persona 5 Royal above Alan Wake. Sorry, just randomly thought of that. Persona 3 Reload. I love Persona 3 Reload. That was the first Persona game that I did play. It feels like a Persona game for me. I recognize that Persona 5 has some stuff over it. But I am a little bit stubborn. And what I like about P3, it's obviously working within the confines of the original story. So there's some stuff that limits it. But that said, the game is for me. I loved how smooth the game felt. This to me is like high A tier. I think Persona 3 Reload is like up there for me. Major respect for Persona 5 Royal. I understand why Persona 5 is like a lot of people's favorite. Persona 3 felt like it was more for me though. So there's definitely some stuff, and like Cass alluded to this like in her like review about some of the stuff that was like wrong with the game. I agree, but that said, Persona 3 Reload feels like a game for me, and that's okay. So yeah, absolutely outstanding game. Like it's just like the gameplay felt smooth. Like it was just like they did so many cool like sound transitions. Like it just like is like a game that kept me amped and hyped, and like I don't know, I really enjoyed it for what it was worth. So I think Persona 3 Reload still takes the cake for me. Ghostwire Tokyo. God, what a disappointment that game was. They had a cool villain, but the gameplay is way too simplistic. And a cool like trailer and stuff too. But like this game turned out to be a major disappointment. That's like a D tier level. There's just like so much more that they could have done with that game, I think. And they just dropped the ball on that one. I really like the villain. Like they had some cool cutscenes. And there's a lot of other cool stuff in that game, but it is just disappointment central. It's like they just, I don't know, if they did some tweaking and like maybe had improved the gameplay quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know. Just a disappointment of a game. Robbed us of a chance for Evil Within 3 with a mid game. Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. I had fun with this game. It's not like a phenomenal game. And it's, you know, it's a very aged game. I probably should have just played Stalker Gamma or whatever the fuck the Stalker Anomaly. I don't remember which one it is. I still had a good time with this game. It's definitely got its like issues and whatnot. And it's got a cool setting. I like the ending. It's like it's a mind fuck of a game for sure. I still got my enjoyment out of it. I'd probably put it like, and it's obviously the Godfather of Tarkov, so I gotta give it some respect there. So I'd give it like, I gotta give it like mid B or something like that. Yeah, I gotta give it some props there. It's like a mid B for me. Somerville. This is a point and click game that I thought was actually sick as hell. It's got some puzzle solving. I thought it went to an insanely cool place. With like, you know, it's like an alien invasion story. This game snuck under the radar, and I don't think a lot of people even know that this game exists. But it's a cool point and click game. I had a really good time playing this game. This game I would put like, I think I'd put it like around here, like lower A level. I had a good time. It's a very short game, but it's a good time. Spider-Man 2018. This is the PS5 or the PlayStation Spider-Man. This is a fantastic game. They did such a good fucking job with this game. Like the story is emotional and good, and like the gameplay is fun. Like I fucking loved me some Spider-Man. Like this was like good Spider-Man. So like this was the good shit. This is definitely like up there. This is like A level for me. The ad breaks just ended. So let me real quick chat. Let me run like a quick little 2-minute ad, and we'll hold off real quick. That way we get them back in here for anybody who's not subbed. And we'll be back with that in a second. Oh my god, how's everybody doing? Everybody good? Oh my god, my neck. My neck, I might have done something to my neck too, for all I know. My neck is like, oh, my neck is a little bit stiff. So I might have done something to my neck too, on top of all the other shit that I did to my knee and fucking wrist. I won't be surprised if I wake up in the morning and my neck's a little stiffy stiff. Yeah, we are gonna run I think some Helldivers in a little bit here, because I do want to benchmark that and see how that plays on the new computer. Hopefully I get like 80 to 100 frames. I'm hoping. They apparently just did like a really big update that fixed a lot of the optimizations. So the Helldivers game, like apparently like someone I know in the Apex Discord that I'm in, you had to step away for a bit. Now you're back. Well, welcome back. But I'm hoping that I get like 100 frames or something like that. That'd be fucking sick. We got like 30 seconds left before the sub or the fucking ad runs out, so we should be back in a little bit here. But welcome back, Scroll. Yeah, this is what we've got so far with our video games. Apparently, by the way, my KOTOR only A disgrace. Listen, I had some opinions on that one. KOTOR 2 is A. I'm not gonna say anything else though. We'll get to that. All right, welcome back, everybody. Everybody else. So yeah. All right, back to the ranking. State of Mind. So this is the Nintendo Switch game that I played, and I recorded it and uploaded it to YouTube. I still haven't finished the ending, by the way. So this is based off of everything but the ending, which I also have to record and do at some point. Again, I love this history I have of not finishing games. But I will say, the gameplay is very simplistic. It's very silly. But there is some cool stuff in this game that, like, you know, story-wise and, like, concept-wise, that I think is pretty fucking sick. Like, there's a lot of cool, like, world stuff, like, world building. You know, both in the real world and then in this, like, computer-generated world that Adam exists in. So there's some cool stuff there. It's not like the most involved game, but it is, like, you know, for a Nintendo Switch game, it was pretty interesting. I'd probably put that at like, in terms of like its concepts and everything, probably put it like below like Assassin's Creed. It's got a high B, or not a high B, sorry, like a lower B. I will say Cyberpunk and S is spot on, dude. Even when I was playing it on my shitty ass computer, no joke, fucking fantastic. Like, even when I played it off the first patch, when they fixed 75% of everything, still had a fucking phenomenal time. Great story, just like fully immersive world, just like, oh my god, Cyberpunk, so good. So good. Vampire Survivors, big fan, had a good time. Got a little lost in the sauce at some points, but it's still a fantastic game. I'd probably put like Vampire Survivors like, you know, it's like a B level one. I'd probably put it like maybe like just a smidge above maybe above BioShock is a little much. I put like a Vampire Survivors in like a B. But yeah, The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I thought this was such an interesting game. You know, it's a visual novel game. There's not a lot of crazy Pardon for the late shout out, sucking off gang members in Seattle. Wait, what? What the hell's happening? The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog was such an interesting, like, it was a free game, too. Oh, Bloodlines, too. Okay. I keep forgetting you're referencing that. I was like, what? This is such an interesting, like, turn of a story that I didn't expect. And, like, it was like a fun time. I had a good time with this game. Like, it was just, like, it's nothing crazy, like, super crazy, but, like, they took this, like, character and did something super interesting with it. I was, you know, I think it was, like, a pandemic game, too. So it was, like, for what it was like a, you know, puzzle solving, like a whodunit and like figuring the things out. I don't know. I had a good time with it. I remember having like just interesting thoughts about it for a while. I'd probably put it like maybe like below Digimon. Can you let me do the thing? Hello? Are you gonna let me? There we go. Okay. For some reason, it's being weird. But I had a good time with the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. You know, I'm gonna put Ghostwire Tokyo below Deadlock, actually. Doom. This is the 2016 Doom, not the NES version, or you know, the 8-bit graphic version, I should say. This is the 2016 Doom. This is just a fucking like rootin' tootin' good time. This is a fucking great, like, just good shooter. I'd probably put that like high B. You know? God damn, I gotta take another drink already. My throat's like starting to dry out. I'm fucking yapping my ass off. Elden Ring. Okay, I'm not really a huge FromSoft person. I like watching the games more than I do, you know, obviously playing. I have not played any of the other games really, but Elden Ring was, you know, it was accessible. I liked it for what it was. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of like a straightforward story. And this is maybe my problem with like FromSoft stuff in general. I wish there was like more, like it just kind of feels like there's not enough like, and maybe this is just maybe an ADHD and not like looking and reading everything. It feels like there needs to be more like, there's cool lore obviously. But like, I wish it was presented in a little bit more of a straightforward way, I guess I would say. Again, personal preference, nothing against the game itself. It's a great game. This story is just incestuous gods, so go kill them. Yeah. That said, so massive respect for what the game is. I never finished the game, but that's just because I got really confused and really, like, just didn't know where to go and what to do, and I was just like, I wasn't equipping things probably the way I should have been. Like, there's a lot of stuff that was involved with the game that I probably could have just done a much better job on. I love Elden Ring, but I would see people would not enjoy it. Yeah. Absolutely. I would put Elden Ring probably put it like up here. Probably put it like maybe like just below Halo. Yeah, it's a solid game. It's a solid game. And I was enjoying my time when I was like, you know, actually doing stuff. So I gotta give it the respect it deserves at least. Like it's like a higher B. Modern Warfare 3, I think this is the same shit with Modern Warfare. You could literally interchange these two. It's like the campaigns are fun to play, but like outside of that, like I said, the multiplayer is like whatever. So they're kind of the same. They're interchangeable. I could literally switch these two back and forth and be like whatever. Final Fantasy VIII. what a game. Interesting game. I will say love the story. Fantastic story. I see why 8 is a lot of people's favorite. The gameplay mechanics pissed me off. The gameplay mechanics are, you know, and I'll say also too, I'm probably not the target audience for that game. So I think that's a fair assessment. But again, love the story. I think the story is fantastic. The story kept me very engaged. I was really enjoying what I was watching, you know. But the gameplay mechanics, I think, threw me off a little bit. And it gets docked major points because of that. But the story is fantastic. I will say the story is absolutely great. I like the story a lot. I'd probably put the story. The gameplay mechanics, I think, like warrant like a Jesus Christ. Can you switch? I'd probably put it at like a high B. Just for that alone, it's almost like an 8 tier level game. If the gameplay mechanics had just been better for me, I think I would have been like, yeah, Final Fantasy VIII. So I think it probably would have gotten a little bit more just desserts if it had, I don't know, if they had just done something. I mean, this might be a little high too, but the story is that good, I think. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I had a good time. The ending pissed me off quite a bit. Fantastic Story just made me think about the Minecraft rich versus poor video on YouTube. That shit was amazing. I don't watch that kind of stuff, but that had me in wait, what is that? Minecraft rich versus poor? I've never watched that. I don't know what that is. What is it, like a video essay about Minecraft? While you're explaining that, I'm gonna do Star Wars Force Unleashed. Great time. Some of the stuff at the end really pissed me off. It was a fun little like short thing. This is nowhere near like KOTOR level for me. But I will say, like, I was having a good time for, you know, up here and there, and then I was getting minorly frustrated with some of the stuff that was in there. I'd probably put Force Unleashed probably like a little bit below like Assassin's Creed, I think. Guardians of the Galaxy. That's a fun game. That's a fun game. That's a fucking fantastically good time. That is a I don't know how to describe it other than just as a good time. Like, it's just super engaging. It's funny. I think it's like well written. Guardians of the Galaxy. That game fucks. I would put that like up here. I would put that like mid to like high A. Like that's a really good one. That's a solid game. I had a good time with that one. I'm glad I got to play that one. The Last of Us Part 2. These are very heavy games, and I don't know if I'll ever play them again because they are so very heavy, but they are solid, good games. Woof, what a game. I wish someone hadn't spoiled the big twist in the game for me. I probably would have been utterly more shocked than I was. But it's still an absolutely solid time. A lot of interesting duality stuff that's in there. In terms of like characters becoming like other characters and like just like, you know, the fact that human beings are like imperfect. And I'll read that right after I do this real quick. It's a heavy game, but like it's just like it is a good game. I think it's like I think it's like, I'd probably put it like closer to like, probably like put it like right here, like high A, or like, I mean, like lower A. It's a very good game, and also piss off anybody who's like, I don't know, talking shit about it. Someone made a 1,000-player server on Minecraft that was just 2 big islands. One was desolate, and the other one had pretty much everything, or whatever you want. They made a 2.1 video of the story that came out of it. It was one of the YouTube videos I've ever seen. Didn't know what they signed up for and was placed randomly. Huh? All right, I'm intrigued. I'll have to take a look at that later. Send me the link for it if you can find it. Megabonk. I'm admittedly, I might be more of a Megabonk fan than a Vampire Survivors fan, I think. I was a little like reticent at first because it's like, you know, 3D Vampire Survivors. Can you post that in the Discord? Like in like random or something? Because I'll probably forget about it later. People's current champion, Megabonk. I know, it's just a good time. It's just like mindless nonsense, but it's also just like really solid, really fun. Like the music is great, and it's just like good, fun gameplay. And I'm not even that far into the game, so, but I would put this like, I don't know, this is like low A for me. You know, I think this Megabonk is just fucking great. Mass Effect 2. Chat. Mass Effect 2. S tier. That's a phenomenal sequel, phenomenal game, phenomenal universe building. Like that's up there. Mass Effect 2, easily like one of the best games like out there. Like Mass Effect 2 is just, that is good. That is very good. Mass Effect 2 is like, I'm running out of words to say. I can't say good, like good, fantastic. Like Mass Effect 2, that is solid game. That is absolutely fantastic game. If you can get the, what the hell is it called? The Legendary Edition. That's what you should get. That's what I played. Yeah, because it's got all 3, I believe, and I believe they have the good edits of like the Mass Effect from what I've been told. That's what you have. Oh, okay, good. Only played like an hour of the first one. Yeah, you should definitely play them. They're very good games. They're very solid games. I even liked 3, and I think 3 is probably one of the more divisive ones. I know that Andromeda Effect, or whatever the fuck it's called, is kind of like on the lower version of them, but I've heard some good things about that. But yeah, Mass Effect 2, solid, absolutely solid S tier game. So yeah. Got gifted, but was playing Andromeda. Oh, really? Yeah, it's just, I've been thinking about buying Andromeda at some point, but you know, when it goes on sale, it's like $7 or something like that. So, but that's for another time. You know, I need to spend my money on other things right now. Mega Man Battle Network. I love Mega Man Battle Network. Even when that game was pissing me off sometimes. Mega Man Battle Network, that's a solid like Mega Man franchise. I still have to play through the rest of them. I've only played 1 and 2. This is obviously just going off the first one because I haven't streamed the second one yet. But Mega Man Battle Network is good stuff. That's like entertaining levels of like, I would definitely put this like, might put this like even like low A. Yeah, I like Mega Man Battle Network a lot. Like it's a really cool concept, in terms of like what everything is in there. One Shot. This is that puzzle game chat where like the little kid is like carrying like the little sun orb around. If you remember that game. This is good. I really liked this game. I think this is like it had interesting concepts and like a lot of other cool like puzzle solving. And I don't think I really had to like, I think maybe I looked like one or two things up, maybe. But I was able to solve like most of everything. And I don't know. There's like something really cool about it. I think One Shot's like, I think this is like, I'd put this like top B tier, almost A tier, almost. Glad I didn't completely miss this one. I have to go watch the VOD later. Yo, what up, Ben? Yeah, I'll be posting this as a separate video online too. I'll post all the tier lists as like actual YouTube videos, if people like miss out on stuff. But if you want to watch the VOD, yeah, feel free to go back later. But yeah, One Shot is that's like a solid little indie game. I really like that one. Alan Wake 2, chat. Alan Wake 2. I fuck with Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 I think might be... Oh, is Control not in here either? Jesus Christ, did I just like forget to like... Oh my god. Alright, we have some caveats to do, chat. We have some caveats to do. I don't think I'll be able to add more images without it resetting. Unless I can try. Tell you what, I'm gonna do all these first before we get to the ones that I forgot the image for, or it didn't take the image or whatever reason. But I'll see if I can add them. Alan Wake 2. Absolutely awesome Remedy game. A few more of them, curious to know what you think left. Yeah, these will be, these are pretty interesting stuff. Alan Wake 2 is like super up there. I really fuck with Alan Wake 2. I think, like the fact that they went more horror with Alan Wake 2 is pretty fucking sick. And there's just like a lot of cool shit in there. Like again, Remedy, absolute Remedy freak. I love all of the stuff that they do. So we're gonna put that in like high A, I think. I fucked with that game heavy. TMNT Shredder's Revenge. This was a fun one. I had a good time with this one. I think I played this with Phil. I remember having a pretty good time with it. I think this is like a solid like B, high B. I think I put it like up there, like around B, maybe even like top B. I think it was a really good one. Starfield. I liked the concepts in Starfield. I think the storytelling was pretty clunky. Some of the gameplay was a little clunky. That opening scene with Saga in the woods remains in my mind as a great opening to any piece of media. I would agree. I might even put Alan Wake over Persona 3 maybe, but I don't know. Those two might fight for the top spot there. Starfield, yeah, the concepts in Starfield are cool. I liked a lot of when they started doing like the more twisty stuff, I got really invested. And like halfway through the game, they have, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but like they had a good like turn point that I was like, yes, this is cool. And then they didn't really do much with that. They kind of did, but they like didn't really. There's so many more places they could have gone with that. And the planet exploring was cool, but it wasn't like 100% like it wasn't like it was like 50% fulfilling. It was like, I don't know. There's just like so much more that they could have done with that. Like you could have done more traveling. There's just so much like Starfield. It just needed more. It just needed more work. A bunch of the game loops were incomplete. I really wanted it to mean something setting up based on planets. Yes, exactly. 100%. I would agree. That game needed more. There was an opportunity. Like it had I think I remember saying that it had like the shell of a good game, but there's just no like there wasn't like, it was like a very half-assed follow through. It definitely needed more time to cook. But like, so like the concepts in the game get it some points. The mildness of everything else killed it for me a little bit. I would probably put it like C. I'd probably put it like, maybe this is also being generous too. I would put it like low C somewhere. They have the base for an amazing chili, but forgot to put any spices to make it complete. Yes, that's a good analogy, for sure. And they forgot the meat. But yeah, Digimon World. I have not played a lot of this. I'm not gonna lie. This is Digimon World Next Order. This game was confusing. I'm a big Digimon fan, as we all know. This the new one? No, this is not the new one. This is not the Time one. Whatever the fuck it's called. Digimon Time something. Time Stranger. No, this is not Time Stranger. This is a... When the fuck did this game come out? Digimon Next Order. 2023. I played a couple hours of it, and I'm not gonna lie, there was too much technical shit to do in this game, which upset me a little bit, because it was like, I just want to go play the story and like do actual stuff, and it was like, you have to take care of your Pokemon because it's Digimon because it's shitting itself right now, and you're like, what the fuck, like you have to feed it, you have to do the like, it's just like it got bogged down in its like technical details. So again, maybe there's more to this game that I haven't actually gotten to like touch and play. This is like, you know, minor points for being Digimon, but like, there's a lot of stupid shit in this game that I was like, this is why. Yeah, I do want to play Time Stranger though. I've at some point down the line I will play Time Stranger for sure, but I do have to play Hacker's Memory first. But yeah, Digimon Next Door. This one is like low C, maybe even like D, I guess, for right now, based on what I've played. So, Shatterline. This was a FPS that, like, I guess released? I don't know. I don't even remember. Is this game out? I remember they had like a beta and I got to play the beta or something. It had cool movement. Like, you know, cool slide movement and like cool like movement all around. It was like a little sci-fi-y. But they didn't really like do much of anything with it. I don't know. I think I put like below Arena Breakout, I guess. It's got a lot of cooler aspects than some of this other stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. There wasn't anything super memorable about it, to be honest. League of Legends. I will say thank you to League of Legends for allowing me to start my streaming career when I was playing on my iMac. One of the few iMac games that you can actually play. It is, again, I am not a MOBA person. I am too dumb, I will admit, for a MOBA. But you know, as a base game, Max can game. You'd be surprised. I was able in college. I played WoW on my my MacBook Pro. I played that on there. I was also able to play Team Fortress 2 on my iMac. Yeah, not a lot of games they can play, but there are some games they can play. Also, never realized for like a hot minute that Macs can't do OBS sound for desktop audio. Weird. Anyway, that's besides the point. League of Legends. This is fun. This is fun. It's like, I gotta give it the respect it deserves. Like, it isn't like, it's some, you know, it can be entertaining to like watch and stuff, even though I have like literally no idea what's going on. I think. Like, it got me started in my stream career. It was like one of the few games I could play. I think I'd be like, I don't know. It's not a game for me, I will admit. So I'd probably put it like low B. Like, I could still play the game. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know? All MOBAs aside, like, I just pick random upgrades. I just be doing shit. I kind of do my lane assignment, but not really. Some in the game, they probably could compete with that mess that Xbox is at the moment. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay, 2K23. You know what? I forgot PGA 2K21. So that's like 3-4 games that I've forgotten so far. Your sister is going to be so ashamed. I don't think my sister will care. If I'm being realistic. 2K23. This is definitely... They changed the swing system in this game, and that was an automatic, like, dock for me. That made this game practically unplayable. I'm not a fan of 2K23. I like I like playing golf on game, but this is the fucking, like, technical aspects. You know what? I'm putting it in E. I don't give a shit. 2K23 is unplayable. Apple's focused on mobile gaming. No one buys a Mac anymore for anything other than production tasks, it seems. Linux is where gaming is now. Yeah. Advanced Wars Reboot. I'm in the middle of playing that right now, randomly, whenever I want. When my internet goes out sometimes, I just play that. So I'm a Advanced Wars enjoyer. I think some of the weird graphics updates that they have in this game are, like, unnecessary. I kind of prefer the old GBA version in that regard. But that said, the gameplay is still super fun. This is like a I'd probably put this, like, above Mega Man Battle Network. Advanced Wars, very, very fun game. I like the strategy in it. Did you ever play Final Fantasy Tactics? I did not. The Steam version just came out. Yeah, no, I haven't played that one before. That one, maybe down the line. Maybe down the line, or, you know, just saying, people ever want to gift it to me. I think I might have it on my wish list, actually. Hang on. I don't know if I have something wish listed Final Fantasy. Do I have all the Final Fantasies wish listed? I have quite a few. Did they change the UI on this? What the hell? I think they did. I have a bunch of Final Fantasies wish listed. I don't know if I have that one, but can I spell Final Fantasy? Holy shit. Is it the Avalis Chronicles? Or is this a different one? Oh, it is that one? Okay. I was watching Savage Music Man play that a bit ago. Seemed interesting. And I know people like those games a lot. Hades, chat. That's an S tier game. That is an S tier game. This is the game that got me into roguelites. Or, like, roguelikes. This is what finally connected my brain and like made me understand roguelikes. That is a fantastic. I might actually put that above these two. Although Signalis, maybe below that, a step below that. Hades is just fantastic. That is an S tier game. That is the replayability on that, and like the fact that I felt like I went through that game a million times, and they still had, like, interesting, cool, like, stuff that would pop up, and you're like, hey, that's new. That was impressive. That was impressive as hell. That is a S tier level game, in my opinion. That is a fantastic, phenomenal time. That was my game of the year when it came out. What was it, 2019, 2020? Around there. Hades is the goods. Hades is absolutely the goods. And chat, I find it kind of funny that Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic happens to be the last game on the list right now of all the games that I put in here. Because, as we all know, that is my favorite game of all time. Hello? There we go. That is my favorite game of all time. That is the PC port, a little bit wonky, but we'll you know, nothing against the game. That is just my favorite game of all time. That's just the way it is. That is what we call it. You know, it's just there's no topping it, in my opinion. Knights of the Old Republic, so fucking good. I could just play that game again and again and again. I probably should play it again and again and again instead of playing a bunch of different games. But that said, it is one of my fantastic favorite games of all time. It's just so good. It's just so good. All right. Right now, chat, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and post it in the Discord, because I'm gonna see if I can add. I'm gonna see if I can add images. If I can't, if it resets it, I don't want to like fuck with it. So let me see if I can add stuff real quick. Let me see if it'll add a image file without resetting it. I posted it in. Okay, yeah. Let me pin that real quick. Can I add an image? Hello? Oh, wait, hold on. I think I understand why I didn't add it now. Hold on. Is it because it's not a JPEG file? Yep, it definitely is. For some, I don't even know what file extension that is. It saved it as a .ico? What the fuck is that? Okay, that's why that didn't show up. You know, sometimes they save as that like web HP file or whatever the fuck. All right, let me see if I can add this real quick. Oh my god, it shows. Let's go. Okay, we don't have to reset everything. I can. All right, I'm gonna add. Hang on. What did I forget? Evil Dead PoE 2 and does anybody remember what the other ones is? Hold on. Square photo, square logo. Control, thank you. Where did I put it? Hold on. Okay, so I can add it. W. PoE2. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I know what this file extension is. It's a PNG. That should work, right? Will you see it? Oh my god, it does. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll get control. Alright, I don't want the Pinterest version of that. Why does it have to be? Whatever. Not really what I want, but I'll take it, I guess. JPEG, perfect. All right, I'm gonna have to clean up my desktop later from having 90 different files on here. All right, let me add these final 3. Okay, we're back, chat. All right, now we can. All right, I'm gonna delete that file that I just posted it in. What the fuck? That I posted in the Discord because then now we can update this. Okay, we're back. We're doing it. Here's the final versions of what we got. All right, so remember how I was talking about Evil Dead the game? Again, asymmetrical horror. I really enjoyed this game. I had a fun time playing this game. I could solo this game. I enjoyed this game that much. You know, was there some stuff that they definitely could have added to the game? Yeah, for sure. Was it kind of sucked that it just got like support pulled from it randomly, but I mean, it wasn't random, but I wish that, like, I feel like there could have been more of a shelf life for this game than what they gave it credit for. I had a good time playing this game. This was a fun game to play. I would put this like below. I'd probably put it like here. I'd put it like an A level. I had a fun time playing this game. It was just like so fun. Like you could just like go crazy. You know, obviously I didn't really play killer. I played like, you know, the whatever the survivors were called, or but I had a good time playing that one. Also, sorry to anybody that is about to get an ad. The ads just ended. Path of Exile 2. I will dare say, I enjoyed the complexities of this more than I almost said Daredevil. Diablo 4. Path of Exile 2 was a fun time. I had a good time playing it. Obviously, I was still playing it on a chunker of a PC. And I will be downloading it again to play the new act pretty soon. I don't know if I'm going to play that online or on stream, but I will say I had a good time playing it. That was like, I don't know, for my first time PoE game, I would say that was like, I'd put it there. Like, I put like low A. Like, it was a good time. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, I still got confused as shit sometimes with some stuff, but like, I thought its playability was really fun. So yeah, Path of Exile 2, pretty high up there. I really enjoyed myself for what it was. Chat, I don't think this needs to be like, you know, I don't think that there's going to be a lot of discussions with this. It was interesting to rewatch Cass play this game and, like, you know, some other people play this game for the first time. There's some stuff that I like, some more flaws that I noticed in this game over time. But that said, I think Control is my favorite. I think, like, really high up there Remedy game. That is my favorite Remedy game, and I think the world that is in there is endlessly entertaining and interesting, and it's like, I thought it was like Warehouse 13 on crack, if anybody remembers that TV series. Like that, it was like all the stuff that is in there, like the world building and all the connecting of the games is so fucking cool. It is, yeah, there's so much cool shit in this. Control, I fucking love the world. I love the world building. I love the, like, some of the gameplay stuff. Some, you know, there's like the puzzle solving. It's just, it is one of the coolest games I think ever. I think it is, like, the Ati stuff is super fascinating and cool. Like, it's like dimensional science and like cool, like, other random science shit, and just like, you know, it's almost bordering on like magic. It's like, but it's like not magic. I don't know. It is. I could like throw a million reasons at why this game is so fucking cool. But I'm a Remedy nerd to the core. I fucking love Control. So it's up there. So yeah, chat. These are the games that I have streamed. I don't know if I've left out any other games, but hey, at least we got to add some more images. I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad we were able to get the fuller version of this. But yeah, these are my favorite games that I have streamed ranked. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves if you want about it. But I'll post this full version. I will screenshot that and post that in the Discord. That was a good one. I enjoyed. Thank you for suggesting that, Scroll. Tier list of favorite games I've streamed. Let me pin that. That is in the Donathon section of the Discord. So if you are looking for the tier lists, and again, this will be a video out at some point in the future, probably in the next week. I'll be sure to cut it out, and I'll make the YouTube content out of it. Yo, what's up, Marky? I will be posting did you put Among Us in C tier? Listen, we went over this earlier. Among Us, fantastic game, fun game. It lost its replayability really quick when everybody else stopped playing it. It carried us through the lockdown. I know, that's what everybody was saying. Listen, you know what? Actually, below Shatterline, I will say. Actually, I will move it. I will move it. A little bit. I'll move it below Fall Guys. But it did lose major points for me for losing its replayability because like literally nobody plays that game anymore. That's how I learned what mods were too. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, but this is the majority of like what is locked in now. But yeah, Knights of the Old, my S tier games, Knights of the Old Republic, Apex, Control, Cyberpunk 2077, Signalis, Hades, Mass Effect 2, A tier level games, Persona 3 Reload, Alan Wake 2, Escape from Tarkov, Quantum Break, Persona 5 Royal, Spider-Man, Alan Wake, Hades 2, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not gonna read all of these, but like the top 2 levels. KOTOR 2, Final Fantasy 7, OG, Overwatch, Red Dead 2, The Last of Us Part 2, Mass Effect, Evil Dead the Game, Somerville, Dead Cells, Mass Effect 3, Helldivers 2, Mega Bonk, Path of Exile 2, Advanced Wars, and Mega Man Battle Network. FF8, my beloved, I'm sorry. I have issues with FF8's gameplay mechanics. And then, yeah, obviously you can see the rest of these for yourselves. But those are the games right now. Yeah. Again, love the story, Brent. I love the story of FF8. I do not like the gameplay mechanics. There's a lot of the gameplay mechanics frustrate me to a great deal. So it does lose points for that. But yeah. Yeah, this was fun. I like this. This is a good tier list. Yeah, people do not like the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting if they ever, like, redid FF8 in a different style like they did with Remake. I'd be interested to try that. I don't know if they ever will, but probably not, but if they ever did, like, a remake version of it, I would definitely give it a go. The fact that it's the same tier as League... Okay, listen. League is very bottom B tier. I can play that game, I just don't know what I'm doing. So, if that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what other game I did forget? Valorant. Who cares? It's Valorant. I'm not gonna put that in there. Anyway, this is the tier list, everybody. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll let you talk amongst yourselves if you want. I'll leave that up there while I turn my camera off real quick. I'm gonna go take a quick break. We are gonna play some Helldivers 2 in a little bit. But yeah, there's the tier list, everybody. BRB.